Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council's 36th annual celebration. My name is Mike Martin, Program Director with the Tourism Council, and thank you for attending tonight's special event. We definitely have an exciting program for you. It's been 36 years since the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council President Bob Billington embarked on the journey to help put the Blackstone Valley on the map. And he's definitely done quite a job in making that happen. Tonight we're going to look back at the earliest days of the Tourism Council, but we're also going to be looking forward at what's on the horizon for the Tourism Council. But before we kick things off, we're going to head over to the award-winning gin and vodka distillers, RI Spirits.
Hi, this is Kara Larson. I'm one of the owners of Rhode Island Spirits, and we make Rhodium brand spirits right here in the Blackstone Valley in Pawtucket. I wanted to give you a chance today to make a cocktail with me to celebrate Blackstone Valley Tourism's 36 years of effective support and work on behalf of Blackstone Valley. I wanted to feature our Forager's Gin because a lot of the ingredients in this we actually wild forage from different spots up and down the Blackstone Valley. So I thought to celebrate an organization that works so hard on our behalf, we'd use a great product from the Blackstone Valley. So I'm going to use our Forager's Gin. That's about 1.5 ounces. And this is an easy cocktail you can make at home. Fever Tree makes a very lovely botanical Mediterranean tonic water. It's got some rosemary in it. Really complements the herbal flavors of our Forager's Gin. And then I have just a little bit of dried grapefruit peel to be fancy. You can use fresh grapefruit if that's what you're after. But this makes a really distinctive, delicious gin and tonic since we're hoping warm weather is coming along soon. So I just want to say thank you to Bob Billington and all the staff of Blackstone Valley Tourism. Here's to another 36 years of support for the Blackstone Valley area. Cheers.
Thank you, Kara. Thank you, RI Spirits, for the great kickoff to our event. And you should all have the recipe for this delicious drink, so sit back and enjoy. So 36 years ago, our president, Bob Billington, had an idea for a tourism council, the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council. And from those humble beginnings, from those early days, the mission has always stayed the same: to honor the history, honor the culture, and honor the place, which is the Blackstone Valley. So we thought it would be fun to have Bob take you back to those early days of the Tourism Council. And to do that, Bob's at the Northgate House in Lincoln. But before we go there, we're going to hear from Bank Newport, one of our sponsors for tonight's event. Thank you to the entire Bank Newport team for your support.
Rhode Island is on the road back, even though that road may look a little different. We're all navigating our new way of living, social distancing, wearing masks, and learning to connect safely. Local businesses are also finding new ways to serve their customers and community. At Bank Newport, our values remain steadfast, serving your financial needs with multiple safe ways to bank. Rhode Island, we're all in.
Good day, everyone. My name is Bob Billington. I am the director of the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, and we are in a marvelous space right now called Northgate. This is the actual Northgate toll house for Old Louis Pike, built by the company that wanted to move lime from here in Lincoln, right from Lime Rock to Providence, Rhode Island. And the good folks of the Blackstone Valley Historical Society took us in, and back in 1986, 1987, 1988, and 1989, and allowed us to make this our home. And what a wonderful place it was. I was actually the only person working in the building for several years until our first employee, Donna Hull, came along. So this is kind of like the great room of the toll house. We're going to walk around the building a little bit, but I wanted to show you where our first office was. Now really, the first office was at my dining room table in Cumberland. I was there for a long time organizing. But then Ed McDermott, president of the Historical Society at that time, said, let's come over to Northgate. Let's welcome visitors there. And that's what we did. And this was the office of the Tourism Council. But in those early days of trying to develop tourism in Blackstone Valley, it was a chore, to be honest. It was kind of a laughable subject for most people, and many people in authority. When you mention the word Blackstone Valley in tourism in the same sentence, I think their heads would spin around and say, what are you talking about? But from those early beginnings, again, we attracted a lot of supporters along the way. Our goal really was to identify this place called Blackstone Valley, try to bring the pride that was once here back, and like a skin of an onion, unpeel it and reveal the history, reveal the culture, reveal the story. Places like this, the historical societies throughout the Blackstone Valley, were all doing amazing work in preserving their story, preserving the story of their community, but it wasn't being promoted. And that's really what we wanted to do. So identifying the Blackstone Valley, promoting the Blackstone Valley, and really being proud of what took place here. Of course, we know we're the birthplace of America's Industrial Revolution. Yeah, this is great. This is a very descriptive. Right over here is where America's Industrial Revolution began, right here. That's where Slater started, and then he built above the falls. That's the Slater Mill there, but he started right here. Right across the street from here was the first mining operation in America. So great things took place here, but we needed an organization to reveal it to the public. So 11 by 11. The floor dropped about 30 inches over that 11 feet. So we needed to build a flat floor, we needed to add electricity, we needed to add heat, and we needed to add air conditioning. In air conditioning, I'm going to show you how it worked. It actually, I can see the windows are exactly the same way now, big gaps. So air conditioning at the time for us was a paper towel. And if it was too much heat coming in, you'd stuff the paper towel in. And if you needed a little bit more or a little bit less heat, you took the towel out, paper towel out. But we were here for several years. We had a desk here, a big table here. We absolutely loved it, but we outgrew the space, and we had it. Then from here, we had to move over to 640 George Washington Highway. So I'm very proud to say that we've had good friends with the Historical Society and others coming to our aid, so to speak, that allowed us to grow over 36 years. So you're going to hear the rest of the story from a few more folks along the way, but thank you for allowing me to come back to this great room at the Northgate Toll House, Lime Rock, Rhode Island.
Thanks, Bob, for taking us back to those early days of the Tourism Council. And you know, over the past 36 years, the Tourism Council has definitely achieved an incredible amount. Way too much to talk about tonight. They've won so many awards over the years. You know, most notably the United Nations World Tourism Ulysses Prize. It's kind of like winning an Oscar in the tourism community. You know, the community development efforts, like the bike path, keep Blackstone Valley beautiful. Our Explorer River Classroom, 20 years of Polar Express, 20 years of dragon boat racing, 20 years of Taiwan Day festivals. You know, so to help kind of show the vastness of the programs and projects that the Tourism Council has either led or been a part of, our own Donna Hull and Dave Lawler put together a slideshow that we really hope you enjoy. Before we get to that, Alan Chatterton and the entire Chatterton insurance team, you know, they've stood by us for many, many years. So we asked them if you wouldn't mind saying a few words. So from the rooftop of their downtown Pawtucket office, Alan and Bintu Chatterton.
Hello folks, I'm Alan Chatterton.
Bintu Chatterton from the rooftop of Chatterton Insurance and Real Estate, located at 150 Main Street in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Chatterton Insurance has partnered with Blackstone Valley Tourism Council since its inception.
Chatterton Insurance was established in Pawtucket, Rhode Island in 1924 by my grandfather, but I didn't join the firm until the 1980s. And I distinctly remember meeting Bob and telling my father that I'd met an interesting guy with a lot of hair and a bow tie who was talking about putting a tour boat on the Blackstone River. My dad, like most people at the time, said, what, to look at abandoned shopping carts and used tires? So that was then and this is now. And now we have a much improved, cleaner Blackstone River. We have a national park here in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. So, and a lot to do with the efforts of the Tourism Council. So really remarkable achievements. So Bob didn't stop with a tour boat on the Blackstone River. He also went with canoes and kayaks. He did a ferry boat between Providence and Pawtucket. The Spirit, the pontoon boat. He also, of course, there are the dragon boats and the dragon boat races that really are a fabulous time at the end of the summer at Festival Pier. So again, not just on the water. The Tourism Council has done walking tours, shopping tours, restaurant tours. They've tried double-decker buses, trolley cars, and of course there's the Polar Express, which families have delighted with over generations now. So I guess we're preaching the choir here. We know you all support the Tourism Council, but we ask you to continue to do so, to promote it to your friends and your family, business associates, for example. And always know that when Bob and the Tourism Council, the team, comes up with an idea, be certain that they'll get it accomplished. You may look at them funny, but don't doubt them. So thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of the program.
Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Dave. That was excellent. So once again, if you are interested in becoming a supporter, becoming a sponsor of the Tourism Council, please check out blackstoneValleyTourismCouncil.org for more information. But I also want to thank everyone who donated to our excellent gift bags. Hopefully you've all received your gift bags by now. So thank you, all of those individuals, for your generous donations. On top of that, there's also been countless sponsors, supporters of the Tourism Council over the years. Just way too many to mention tonight, but I do want to mention a few. Navigant Credit Union, East Commerce Solutions, the Loop Charitable Foundation, Twin River Casino and Hotel, all the cities and towns of the Blackstone Valley, Ocean State Job Lot, GBI Avis of Douglas, Bank of America, and Mimi and Pop's Ice Cream. Thank you all. Now we're going to head over to the Central Falls Landing. Tourism Council Board Chairman Dave Richards has got some exciting news about the future of the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council. But as we lead into this next piece, we're going to hear from Director General Jonathan Sun of the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Boston. Director Sun and his team have been great friends and great partners with the Tourism Council over the years. They're an integral part of our Taiwan Day celebration, and we can't thank them enough for their support over the years.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jonathan Sun. I'm the Director General of the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Boston, representing Taiwan's interests in New England. I'm very glad to join the 36th annual celebration of the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, BVTC. Having lived in Rhode Island for 4 years myself, I know from personal experience how great the Ocean State really is. I commend BVTC for its great success in promoting tourism in Rhode Island, and I congratulate Dr. Billington, a good friend of Taiwan, and his team for a job well done. Over the past 20 years, my office and BVTC have co-hosted the Rhode Island Dragon Boat Races and Taiwan Day Festival. In 2019, we celebrated the 20th anniversary with the addition of 6 new dragon boats direct from Taiwan. This great event reflects Taiwan's long-standing friendship with Rhode Island and provides a wonderful opportunity for the people of Taiwan and Rhode Island to strengthen cultural exchange and build community spirit. Taiwan, just like Rhode Island, is small but has a lot to offer. We hope the exciting video, Go Cycling and Feel the Sensation, can offer you a glimpse of the beauty of Taiwan and attract your interest to visit, hopefully sometime soon. In closing, best wishes to everyone. We sincerely hope that Taiwan and Rhode Island will be friends forever. Thank you.
It's important to win at the starting line. That route will enable you to see a little further and show what it means to be able to look closer. Let you hear the throbbing of your soul. Then you'll have the courage to chase after your dreams. The scent you smell will stay with you forever. At this very moment, because of this route, your mouth will not only be used for eating or for speaking, but to follow your heartbeat. Inhale, exhale, and become merged with this world. Go cycling and feel the sensation. Taiwan, the heart of Asia.
Hi everybody, I just have a minute to tell you why I'm so excited to be part of the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council. Yes, I've been on the board of directors for 20 years. I'm honored to be its chairman right now, but let me tell you, I've never been prouder to be part of an organization in all my life. We're here at the Central Falls Landing, where a lot of things are happening right now. It's not all that pretty, but it's gonna be. Let me tell you something, folks. All during 2020, every organization had problems. We all did. But how did the Blackstone Valley Tourism meet the challenges last year? It's very simple. Like the little Roomba robot that cleans your floors. It hit an obstacle, no emotion, it backs up, changes direction, and continues on with the mission. Okay, we couldn't fill trains for the Polar Express. We brought Santa Claus down from the North Pole and used our riverboat with limited capacity. You find a way to do things. And that's the kind of people we're working with here at the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council. I'll tell you right now, I've never been more excited for the future. Because while other organizations are wondering about how they're going to exist, the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, along with its many partners and the support from the community, is building a brand new home. Right now, under construction here at the Central Falls Landing. In addition to the new headquarters, this is going to be base of operations for a lot of what we do. We've got dragon boats, we've got kayaks, of course we've got our beautiful river boats, and of course the Samuel Slater Bed and Breakfast, all stationed right here at Central Falls Landing. And let me tell you something, in this beautiful new building behind me over here, we will have a 40-seat classroom to teach the youth of today and tomorrow all about the ecology of the river and the world around them, to make better citizens and better custodians of the ecology and the environment way into the future. It's all part of the mission of the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, and I hope that you're as excited as I am to look into the future and see where we're going with it.
Thanks, Dave. We're all very excited to hear about what the next 36 years will bring to the Tourism Council. And so if you're watching tonight, you've been entered into a raffle to win this signed Dustin Pedroia baseball. So over the next few days, you'll be hearing from us if you're a lucky winner, so good luck. Now we'd like to introduce a very special guest. He's been a longtime friend and supporter of the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council. So we're very proud to have a few words from the Governor of the state of Rhode Island, the Honorable Dan McKee.
Hello and congratulations to Bob Billington, the entire Blackstone Valley Tourism Council team for 36 years of outstanding work promoting and transforming the Blackstone Valley. Your efforts have truly made Northern Rhode Island a destination for tourists, residents, and families. From scenic attractions, historic sites, and a diversity of restaurants, the Blackstone Valley is a special place to work and to call home. There are so many iconic Rhode Island attractions right in Blackstone Valley. Pawtucket Slater Mill, the Central Falls Landing, the John H. Chafee Blackstone River Valley National Heritage Corridor, the Polar Express, the Explorer Riverboat Tours. Everywhere you look in the Blackstone Valley, there are entertainment offerings, recreation opportunities, and plenty more. So much of that is due to, in large part, to the work done by Bob and his team at the Tourism Council over the past 36 years. One of the Council's signature events, and one that is near to my heart, is the annual Rhode Island Chinese Dragon Boat Races and the Taiwan Day Festival in Pawtucket. Visiting Taiwan to request a new fleet of dragon boats was one of the most memorable trips of my life. Seeing those bright, colorful dragons in the water for the past 20 years has always been a highlight for me. I cannot wait to see them back in the river and the rowers back in action soon. While we cannot be together in person now, I hope that we can soon be. Until then, I wish you congratulations on the past 36 years and know the best is yet to come. Here's to 36 more years and plenty more after that.
Thank you so much, Governor McKee, for those very kind words. Once again, if you'd like to learn more about the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, if you'd like to become a supporter, go to blackstonevalleytourismcouncil.org. And feel free to make another drink. I want to thank Kara and Kathy over at RI Spirits for the excellent toast to kick things off tonight. They're at 59 Blackstone Ave in Pawtucket. Get over there, grab a bottle of vodka, grab a bottle of gin. And none of this, none of the programs, the economic, the educational, the environmental efforts would not and could not be possible without the relentless hard work of our president, Bob Billington. Bob doesn't take no for an answer, never has, never will. He's got a heart of gold, and I'm proud to work alongside him. So we thought it was fitting that he comes up, says a few words just to kind of wrap things up for tonight. So without further ado, Blackstone Valley Tourism Council President, Bob Billington.
Thank you, Mike. And thank you, team, for putting this meeting together. This is certainly something that I didn't expect when COVID-19 began. I thought, well, gosh, we are down for several years for getting the good group of people that we normally get together every year to talk about tourism here in the Blackstone Valley. So I'm pleased that we at least have this production tonight. And I've got to thank lots and lots of people. So if you wouldn't mind bearing with me, of course, all of the supporters, the people, the companies, the individuals that help support us financially every year make so much of a difference. These past 2 years, without the financial support that we managed to develop, we would not have survived, to be quite honest. My team, you met Mike and others on the team tonight. My team in the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, I couldn't be more proud. It's fun every day. I tell people when we started the council 36 years ago, it was a challenge and it was fun to go to work. 36 years later, I love coming to work every single day, and it's because of the people that we work with. So my team, I can't say enough about them. All of our volunteers, the volunteers that have been with us through the Polar Express, Chinese Dragon Boat Races, our visitor center on Route 295, the visitor center here in Pawtucket. And there's been so many volunteers just simply to pick up trash along the riverway or the bikeway. We thank them all for everything that they've done for us. All of the supporting contractors, people that donate their services every year or don't charge fair market value for something because they want to be a part of the Blackstone Valley and see us move forward. So we thank them for that. Of course, the governor, thank you, Governor McKee. You are the only Cumberland person to ever make it to our governorship, and we're so proud of you. but also all of our mayors and city councilors and planners and all of the government leaders on the Washington level and our local level here, our senators and representatives. We need their support every day, and they give it to us, and we thank them. Tonight's sponsors, Bank Newport, the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Boston, Chatterton Insurance, all very special to us. We couldn't continue the work that we do for the people of the Blackstone Valley without them. Someone that it's always you always run into trouble when you start to use one person's name and then not another, but someone that has been by our side and in the lead, ensuring that financial success, financial stability, financial sense is in our world is Natalie Carter. And the staff today said, please, if you have to mention Natalie's name. And so much of what is successful here in Blackstone Valley is really about her, and she's always behind the scenes. So thank you, Natalie. I'd like to thank our board of directors. Many of the board members that have been with us almost from the beginning of the Tourism Council. I think their brand of leadership has helped us do our work on a daily basis. I was explaining today to the staff that we may represent the Blackstone Valley. We have these official positions with the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, but it's the people that come here as visitors and come here, resident visitors that come and participate in what the Blackstone Valley has to offer, that we and others present, all of our museums, all of our attractions. That's what makes this all worth it, but they are really the owners of what we do. They have ownership in where we go, what we do, the way they turn out for events and support us somehow makes everything work for us. So I couldn't be more thankful, more honored. It's been quite an experience for me to be in the so-called lead of the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council. I don't take that position. I like the role of leadership, but the leadership really is shared with so many people on our Blackstone Valley Tourism Council team. So thank you all for being with us. Again, let's have another toast. We're making beer back here again in Blackstone Valley. We're making spirits here again in Blackstone Valley. It's a fun place to be. Thank you all very much.